Okay. Hey, everyone. I am delighted to be here on this Saturday morning with none other than 2022 Champion Sarah Chappelow. Sarah, welcome to the show. Good morning.
Hi, Riccardo. Good morning.
All right. Well, you were world champ last year. We got the next world championships in about 5 weeks. How's your training going?
It's going pretty well. This is the first time that I've been training for a series of contests so close together.
Uh,
So I've got King Kong in October, World Championship November, and then the Immortal Grip Wars in Sweden in December. So this training has been a little different because I'm having to incorporate a little more variety in the lifts that I train than usual.
mm.
But it's been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see everybody in Orlando. It's going to be a blast.
Oh, absolutely. I'm super excited for that. And since you got into Orlando, let's just get into it. I have a surprise for you, Sarah. Um, for the first time at a big Armlifting USA meet that I've directed, we're going to have two flights of women.
Wow.
So that is, we've got 24 women registered right now. So it's going to be super good. So what it's going to be is we're going to have the Masters women and the 60-kilo women lifting in one group. And then immediately following will be all the rest of the 70, 80, and depending on where the final entry draws will determine what the other weight classes are. But um, yeah, it's super exciting to have two flights of 12 women, and that I think is a testament to the evolution of Armlifting USA and our commitment to be there for everyone. And I'm really excited. I think it's going to be great. What are your thoughts? You're going to have a
That's
whole cheering
fantastic.
section.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think in talking to some of the other women, I think it's going to be cool for them to compete. And and this is not a put down to anyone, but no one can really focus on the weights that the other people are lifting while
Mhm.
they're lifting. But
Yeah.
then I think while some of them are done, they'll be able to appreciate what exactly some of the other women can lift, because they'll be able to be right there and watching instead of watching and half watching and competing and trying to do all the things that get you going and during a contest. So
Mhm.
I'm really excited. I think it's going to be great for everyone involved. Um, yeah. So that's what we're going to do in Orlando, and I think it's really exciting. Who knows? Maybe next year the whole first day will be devoted to the women's lifting. I mean, it's just based on participation, right?
Mhm.
So, and this is going to have for sure be a fact. There will be women that know about Armlifting USA that'll be in the crowd that know you and the other women that have seen you on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and all, but won't have decided to. They might even have the implements, but they won't have decided to compete. What's your advice to those people?
Um, I know it can be kind of scary at first. People can seem so big on the internet, but really, everybody that competes is just so friendly. It's so supportive in general. So, I would just recommend that any woman out there who might be interested in competing, but maybe a little bit intimidated, in general, just find a contest, come out and try it. Um, it's it, it's just such a supportive environment, and everybody's so willing to help. So it's not like you'll be out there
Well, I
struggling.
agree that everyone helps. Yeah, it's a good. I think they just need to try it, and so
Mhm.
many people have messaged me, men and women both, and it goes something like this: "Hey, I want to compete next year, but my lifts aren't up to where I think they should be." Um, I have news for everyone. I help bring this sport to America, and my lifts aren't up to where they need to be. But that doesn't hasn't stopped me. So I think people just need to give it a shot, and they might surprise themselves.
Yeah. And that feeling never goes away. I think no matter what level you're competing at, you always think you could be doing something more and better, but just do what you can on any given day. Okay.
So you talked about your training, three different contests in
Yeah.
October, November, and December. That could be viewed as intimidating, or it could be viewed as quite a challenge. Where are you doing the King Kong? Are you doing it locally in Wyoming, or are you traveling for that one?
I'm going down to Carbondale, Colorado to Steve Millard's for that.
Oh, cool,
Yeah, it's about a roughly 7-hour drive for me, but that's
cool.
the closest location.
Oh my, yeah, that is quite a trip. Hopefully, the Rocky Mountain weather won't get you quite yet in October. But
Yeah. We've
and
already
obviously
had snow
Steve's a
here in
great guy and
Wyoming.
excellent athlete. You're kidding
Sorry,
me.
what? Yeah,
You're
in the
kidding. Snow
Blue Mountain
already
areas, we had snow a couple days ago here.
in September.
Yeah.
Oh my! Wow,
Yep.
that's climate change for you. Holy cow!
Mhm.
What's the average temperature where you live right now in the fall? What is,
Mm.
or almost fall? What is the temperature?
I think it's supposed to well, today's supposed to be a little cooler, maybe high of mid-60s, but it's supposed to be a little bit warmer later in the week, but the wind, it's super windy here all winter, and it's already picked up this morning. It's very windy out there right now, and
Oh
it'll
wow,
last all winter. Yeah.
wow. Okay, well, good thing you lift such heavy weights they won't blow away. So that's the good news on the wind.
Right.
Um, what events? And before we get into going to Sweden, what
Mhm.
events are your favorite lifts to compete or train in? What are the things that get your blood going? Like you're ready to train, you go into the gym, and you're like, yes, I get to do this. What do you like to do the most, and why?
I have the most fun training the lifts that are kind of like a puzzle that use technique to get the best weights lifted, and because it makes it interesting. So, for example, the 2-inch by 5-inch Saxon Bar that's going to be
Hmm.
in the World
Right.
Championship. I got one of those, and it that's been fun because it's different. It feels like a totally different lift than the 3-inch Saxon Bar. So it's to me, it's fun just to have something to figure out. It makes it fun and interesting.
I agree, and that's why we went with a different change, because
Mhm.
otherwise we'd have the same competition with new faces, and I don't want it to be that way. There's lots of twists and turns, and I think that by making it interesting, it keeps everyone kind of on their toes. And like I said, it's not just the same competition, but a different T-shirt.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the point. I'm actually going to be training that one when we finish this interview. So, great minds think alike, apparently. So, what else? What else has gotten your interest? What of the King Kong lifts are your favorite
Mm.
lifts?
Um, I spent a lot of time with the Finnish Ball, which is
Mm,
the from Finland.
right.
Ardo brought my Finnish Ball over here himself,
Cool.
so very authentic.
Cool.
But
Yeah.
just getting the positioning on there, and it's fun to me. But in
Yep.
general, I tend to like pinch lifts a lot to train. Um,
Hmm.
it's just fun.
Cool. All right. And then now you did the little teaser on it. We're both going to Sweden to compete in the Immortal Grip Wars.
Yeah.
I signed up before there were like 50 people or whatever registered. I was like the third sign up, because Marcus, the organizer, is works part time in California, and he's been to my house a number of times to do the Super Series and other things. So I've known him quite well over the last couple of years. And he told me about it, and I watched the YouTube video on the 2022 one, which is an excellent video, by the way. Marcus is very good at that. And I was like, immediately I'm in, right? And now
Mhm.
it's turning into this massive production. Um, I think there's 4 Americans going right now. You and me, Jen Tibbenham, who's mostly American, and Grace Van Hoy. Is that correct?
Yep, I believe Will Giuliani is also signed
Oh,
up to go.
cool. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Well, maybe I need to check the roster when we're done with the interview. But cool. It's great. So, what else? That's going to be quite a long day with 7 events. What are your thoughts on that?
It is. It's gonna be a long day, and it has some events as part of it that will be harder for me to train for. So I
Mm,
might be winging it just a little bit with some of them. I mean, I know there's a blob medley, which I don't have any blobs. There's the inch dumbbell medley, and I do have a circus dumbbell that I can load plates onto to kind of act like an inch dumbbell.
right.
Natural stone medley, which you never know what you're going to get there.
Correct.
So,
Correct. Yeah.
so I'm really just working to become the strongest I can overall, and we'll show up and just see what I can do there.
Yeah, I agree. I haven't been collecting a bunch of rocks. I
Right.
haven't been doing that. And I think it's exactly with 7 events. I think you come in the best shape physically and mentally you can. And some of those events aren't very good for me because I signed up when the events were not announced yet. But that's
Mhm.
okay. They're going to be the same for everyone. It's going to be an epic day slash night because I'm sure to even though he's going to have 2 setups, it's going to take a long time for the contest. Um, we'll develop some great camaraderie and root for each other and try our best and see a new country. I've never been to Sweden, so that'll be cool. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. And I can't wait to see the other lifters too. I mean, as much as I enjoy competing in this sport, I also am a big fan and just love being able to watch the other lifters. So that'll be a great opportunity for that.
Oh, absolutely, and I'll get to meet people that you've seen on the internet that we haven't seen before, and you know, Ode is going too, by the way. So I guess
Mm,
he's mostly American, even
yep.
though it's he's listed as a Norwegian under the on the strength results website. So it'll be great to see the people and make new friends too. I love that. You know, I've competed in Finland and Russia twice, and now Canada. So I've been around the globe a little bit, and I always make new friends and have memories you'll never forget. So that's exactly why I'm going as well. So I'm looking very much looking forward to that one. Um, do you have any because you also do some Highland games I've seen on Facebook, right, and
Yeah.
Instagram. How do you
Yep.
balance the grip training with the Highland games training, Sarah?
It is hard. Um, and the Highland games, I really just do for fun. You know, it's
Hmm.
important. It's important to me to have something that I purely do for fun.
Hmm.
To me, it's an opportunity to throw things with my friends. So sometimes the training for that's a little spotty. I
Uh-huh.
definitely would be better if I trained more for it. But I was actually pleased. You know, right now I'm doing maybe 1 or 2 Highland Games a year, and I've been
Hmm.
doing it. I think this is my 5th season throwing.
Hmm.
But I was actually really surprised and pleasantly surprised with how I did in the festival in Kalispell, Montana, last or two weeks ago. So I practiced a few times for it and just kind of went into it looking to have a fun day, and I got PRs in several events there. So I was really pleased.
Awesome. Congrats on the PRs. There's never a bad day when you mention the word PR and the contest in a sentence. So
Yeah,
congrats.
thanks.
Cool. Yeah. What in closing, what do you want to talk about as far as your career? You've been the Arnold champion, you've been the world champion. What else would you like to do? Would you like to travel more internationally? Like what else would you like to do while you're doing arm lifting?
I don't have it all planned out exactly, but I saw the opportunity for the contest in Sweden, and
Mhm.
I know I'm not going to be competing forever, and life is
Right.
short. So right now I'm just trying to embrace as many opportunities as I can. Just trying to get the most out of it, and that's all I can do. You never know what's going to come down the road. So
No, I am proof of that for sure. So
mhm,
you never know what's going to happen. I agree. So
yeah.
very well said. Sarah, I'm excited to see you in 5 weeks. I look forward to seeing your King Kong results, and then we can talk about in person, maybe over a meal. We can talk about the trip to Sweden and maybe plan some things out. But I wish you the best of luck in your training coming up. Well, we'll see you soon.
Okay. Thanks, Riccardo. See you in Orlando. Take care.
Yes. Yeah, it'll be warmer. No snow in Orlando, I promise.
Great. Hope not.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Have a great day.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.